morning everyone, my name is Holly and today's video almost didn't happen. That's right. I actually wasn't planning on filming a TBR for August because honestly, I just want to binge read the Witcher series because the Netflix series is almost upon us and I would be a terrible SFF reviewer if I didn't read the books first. I mentioned this on my Instagram page and after thinking about it, I was like, why the heck not film a video where I can talk about the Witcher series and get you guys excited to start it with me, or if you guys have started it, you can continue it. And I remembered that I also have some other books that I would really like to get to, including one of my most anticipated books. So I'm actually going to walk you through my exact plans for August, and girl, I'ma stick to them. So starting August 1st, I am going to start with obviously The Last Wish. Now really quick, I have played The Witcher 3 on the PS4, but I never played the PC versions, so I am going into the series with a little bit of Witcher knowledge, so that's why it's going to sound like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this world. The super basic premise of the series is that the continent that the story takes place on was once inhabited by elves and dwarves until humankind came and established their own order. Typical humans. This is the book that you need to start with first. It's a collection of short stories that's going to introduce you to Geralt, who is a man trained and transformed, which is why he has pale skin and white hair, to hunt and destroy monsters. In this world, monsters still torment humans, and the way to get rid of that threat, nobles and commoners alike hire witchers to hunt and destroy these monsters. Witchers are not necessarily loved, which is so cruel, but they are like a necessity. I believe each story in this book follows Geralt as he goes on quests, and it's going to introduce you to his personality and the mysteries of his past. So that is this book in particular, and I am so pumped to finally be reading this series. August 1st can't come soon enough. So after finishing that book, I am going to immediately start Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This book comes out on August 7th, and the moment it shows up on my doorstep, I am going to be cracking that spine. Just kidding. I don't condone criminal activity. This is the sequel to Dance of Thieves. It's a companion series to the Remnant Chronicles, and it's set in the same world, same general area. It's just following different characters. The Remnant Chronicles is the series that made me fall in love with reading. That's right, I used to hate to read. I used to be one of those people who were like, books? Ew, boring. No, that Holly can jump off a bridge. So ever since then, I pre-order every single Mary E. Pearson book and I read them day one, and we are keeping with tradition. Mary E. Pearson has done such an amazing job creating this universe. Every time I read one of her books, it feels like being home again. I will easily read this book in just a couple days. They are impossible for me to put down. I am so excited to continue Cassie and Jace's journey, who are the main characters that you follow. In the first book, we are introduced to them. Cassie is an elite guard for one kingdom, while Jace is a son/heir to an outlaw one, which isn't being acknowledged by the rest of the country, and their lives come crashing together. Look at that, an author who can actually do romance correctly. Never thought I'd see the day. So after finishing that book, I will be continuing on with my Witcher adventures, and I'm going to immediately pick up Sword of Destiny, which is the next book that you need to read in the Witcher series. So chronologically, it's book 2, and it's another collection of short stories, and it's going to continue the adventures of Geralt. And this one in particular is really going to focus on his backstory, and I hear that a really important character is introduced in this one, Ciri, who I'm so excited to read the book version of. Ciri is like my favorite character in the video game, so I'm so curious to see how her personality comes off in this book and the rest of the books. But this will lay a perfect foundation for going into the next book, which is Blood of Elves, which is the third book you need to read. This is technically the first full-length novel. It's technically book 1, but read the other 2 first. Obviously following Geralt, but this one is really going to focus on Ciri, so I really need to get to this one quickly. But Ciri is a child and she's being mentored by the Witchers. I should mention that this is a very dark story. It's taking place in the middle of a civil and international war. It is adult, so keep that in mind. They are published by Orbit, so perfect. You know, something tells me that I'll probably only be able to get to the first 3 Witcher books, but I don't know. I know the first 2 are going to go really fast, so maybe I'll be able to squeeze the 4th one in, but if I have to continue this series in September, then that is perfectly okay. Also, I know you guys are really looking forward to seeing me turn these books around on my bookshelves, but unfortunately these belong on my boyfriend's shelves. I actually bought him the entire series last year for his birthday, so these unfortunately don't belong on my bookshelves, but maybe I'll buy my own set. Ah, shoot. Okay, so I only picked 4 books. I normally pick 5. Maybe I'll pick something short. I do have some Orbit books that I need to review. I'm leaning toward Jade City by Fonda Lee because I got the second book for review and I wanted to binge read both, but I kind of feel like I need a standalone, so I'm kind of leaning toward Our War by Craig DeLuey, which I recently got in the mail. I don't know, we will see. By the way, my Medievalathon wrap up is going to be up in the beginning of August. I just wanted to give myself the whole month of July to get as many books in as possible. That should be my next video, if not the one after. Alrighty, so that is it for my August TBR. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down below if you have read or started the Witcher series, and if not, are you going to join me? Because I would love if you did. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because that helps me out so much. And don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos every single week. Follow me on Instagram at Holly Hearts Books and on Twitter at Holly Niece. And until we meet again, happy reading.